are delighted now to be joined by the mayor of Rochester, who checks in via Zoom, Stuart Bikson. Mayor Bikson, good morning and welcome to the MegaCast.
Good morning, and thank you for having me.
Well, it's awful good to have you. We've not had a chance to talk on the broadcast, but we all see all the national news and the national reports and everything going on in Lansing. But I think most of how all this affects us is happening right here at home in our communities. And I just got to tell you, I'm in Rochester all the time. It's a beautiful community. I just wonder how things are going in Rochester.
Well, I think things are going as well as can be expected. Of course, our downtown is shut down. So, we have a thriving downtown with restaurants and shops and things like that we're very proud of and is very successful. And that's completely shut down. So, of course, that's a bad thing. We have a big hotel here, the Royal Park Hotel, which is shut down. So that's bad. But at the same time, we're hopeful that maybe we're getting past this and we're working on a kind of a reinvention plan when the city opens up, and a lot of our restaurants are having a thriving takeout business. So, we're trying to make the best of the situation. Our city is up and running well with our police and fire and DPW. So, we're doing as well as we can, and we're still trying to be optimistic, which is, of course, a difficult time.
It is difficult, but none of this happens without a lot of work and planning, and I know you've been working hard. I'm curious. I'm glad to hear, Mayor Bikson, that you in Rochester are working on what's going to be the next step, and you're thinking about it. And let me just tell you, everyone, whether they live in Pontiac or Troy or West Bloomfield or Birmingham and are tuning in today, everyone loves Rochester. We love your Christmas parade. We love your downtown. It's a great community. I just ride my bicycle in your community the other day. Absolutely fantastic community. We want to see it thrive post lockdown, if you will. So I'm curious how your plans are coming, and if there's anything you want to share about what your strategies are as things open up.
Well, I think I think that we're talking about one, we're going to emphasize the local aspect, because we need to take care of our local people. So shop downtown, come to our area downtown. So let's emphasize what we have. I think also we are really concerned about making things and people feel safe. Social distancing. How is that going to work? Are we going to have? We have a big farmers market that's going to open May 23rd, assuming, well, that's an essential service from the governor. But we're trying to say, hey, how can we do this, make it a big success, but also be responsible, have social distancing, make people feel safe. So that's kind of the things we're working on. Do we need to have masks? If we do, we need to get masks to the businesses and things. So we actually formed a committee with all of the different areas, local governments, local nonprofits, local businesses, and we have kind of subcommittees where we're talking about each one of these issues. So, people need to feel safe, people need to feel comfortable, and we're trying everything we can to kind of anticipate that for our big opening, which we hope will be soon.
Do you have a target date? Are you just waiting for the governor and other folks in Lansing to give you some indication when things are going to open?
I think the governor is going to tell us when we can open restaurants and do things, but a lot of things we can do. Like I said, the takeout business is thriving here, and so we have free parking downtown now, so everybody can come up and get their carry out and pickups from businesses without having to pay for parking. So we've done that. Again, we have the farmers market that we're opening up that we think is going to be successful. So we're planning on that to make it as successful as possible, but at the same time safe. And I think the hotel is going to be opening up pretty soon. So we're kind of phasing it in, probably like the state. But we think it's, we're hoping it's going to open up pretty soon. But we know people want to be out and about. We know people have cabin fever like we all do. But we want to make it where it's safe and a place where people feel comfortable. So that's what
You
we're
know,
really working.
Mayor Bikson, Stuart Bikson, by the way, joining us via Zoom right here on the MegaCast. You know, one of the things that might happen too this summer is things do start to open up here in the state of Michigan. You know, some people might not want to travel up north as much as they have in the past, and
Right.
you know, you think of downtown Rochester, it's a lot like you know walking around in some of our downtown communities up north too. You got
It
a
is.
really great, quaint downtown with shops and restaurants and a lot of fun. And you know, you can get a little bit of that up north atmosphere in a community like Rochester and downtown Birmingham and others.
Well, that's what I talked about. Man, you should work for our downtown development authority. I like the way you put all this stuff. You're doing a great job. Um, but yeah, it's we talk about local. We One of the things we pride our city on is walkability. So we have like a river walk. You can walk downtown. We have a lot of really nice parks and stuff. And we're one of the few communities that we have the Paint Creek Trail, we have the Clinton River Trail, and we have the Macomb Orchard Trail all meet right in Rochester. So it's an easy place if you bike, if you run, if you want to walk. Um, so yeah, there's a lot of that, and we really think that people might feel more comfortable outside. So we're talking about how do we have some events and stuff that are outside that again are safe for people. So we're talking about some ideas like on our park, top of our parking decks, can we have some outdoor events that people feel safe in? So we do have a lot, and I think as you said, I think people might not feel as comfortable traveling distances. I know people aren't going to go to Chicago for the weekend, fly around. So coming local, coming to Rochester is a great option, and yeah, I mean, even today, it's like a nice day to kind of walk around town.
Yeah, and if you've not walked around downtown Rochester or taken a bike ride or parked in the area and walked around the community, it is a beautiful place. Everyone that lives, almost everyone that's listening right now, already knows that. They don't need me, Dave Scott, to tell them that. But hey, it's good luck with everything. We hope things go well. I know, the stark reality of everything. All the municipalities that we service here in our broadcast area. In the state of Michigan, that we all are going to have our hands full dealing with the financial impact based on the reduced tax revenues. Do you have any thought of what kind of impact it may have on your city, Mayor Bikson?
Well, fortunately, I mean, it's going to have an effect on everybody. Fortunately, we are, and we have been able through, I like to think conservative management, we are in very good shape financially. So, and also kind of the communities that are more kind of bedroom communities, typically are in better shape because we're not as dependent on the state for money and things. But yeah, I mean, we're going to be hurt, but we're planning for it. We've been planning for it. We have a strong fund balance. We have a strong city council that believes in strong fiscal management. So we've been practicing that. So actually, we're in pretty good shape. Not that it's not going to hurt and things. Our revenues are down, and all kinds of different ways that you think of. But most of our revenue is tied into property taxes. I think 75-80% of that. So we're going to be hurt like everybody else, but we're in pretty good shape. So that's a good thing in these difficult times.
Stuart Bikson is our guest. Before we say so long to the mayor of Rochester, where are you at with city services this afternoon? West Bloomfield, we're getting ready to cover their special meeting today. They're getting ready to work on plans to get their town hall open. Can you talk about what's going on in Rochester?
Yeah, so our police and fire and emergency DPW people have been continually working and doing a great job. And actually, we've been paying them time and a half for the risky great job that they do. Um, but we are looking as soon as you know as soon as the governor allows us, and we're looking at maybe a week or two for offices and stuff opening up, that we will be opening up City Hall, but again with all the social distancing and things. So we are working on that now. We have had our city meetings by Zoom. which we are allowed to do, and they've been working out well. The Planning Commission, the DDA, the City Council meetings have all been happening. Our government's been functioning. But we are looking back to, looking forward to someday soon having our city council meetings back, open to the public, face to face. But it will be different. There'll be a new normal, and we used to sit up at city council right on top of each other, and now we're going to have social distancing and stuff. So we're working on all that, but we're looking to have, the rest of the city government up and running. But a lot of people have been working from home, so we've been pretty successful in doing it. But yeah, we are hoping to open up in a week or so.
Stuart Bikson, Mayor of Rochester, there's probably a select few of us that jump up and down for joy and put a big smile on our face because we're excited to go to a municipal meeting. But that's kind of the business that we're in here. So we love going to our municipal meetings, and I think people will be really happy when things open up and maybe see some extra people come on in and say hello and hopefully congratulate all those that have really helped get us through this in all of our local communities. And so that'll be a good day. It's right around the corner. Anything you want to add before we say so long?
Yeah, just interesting. I had a virtual coffee with the mayor, and I thought, well, I wonder if people are going to even call in and stuff. And a lot of people called in, had a lot of questions and stuff. So people are interested in the government, interested in how things are doing, what's happening. And so I think that's a good sign people are involved, and it was a good opportunity for me to kind of get information out for the city and what's going on. But yeah, we're looking forward to back in the day where we can, in the new norm, in the new social distancing, back to people and having human interaction, of course.
All right, Mayor, thank you very much. I like that coffee with the mayor, virtual coffee with the mayor. Who would have, you just get creative, you pivot, you come up with a new normal, you come up with a new plan, and maybe we are all learning new strategies to make things better as we go forward.
We shall get through this, and there will be better days ahead. I'm convinced of it, and it's not going to be easy, but I am convinced that things will.
Tyler Keefe, we welcome another optimist into our broadcast here. Thank you, Mayor. Good to talk to you. Be well, and thank you for sharing your time with us today.
Thank you for the opportunity. Have a good day.
You too. He is the mayor of Rochester, Stuart Bikson, joining us here to kick off the MegaCast.